Good morning dear students. In today's video I am going to discuss about a very famous titration, that is EDTA titration. EDTA titration. You must have heard about ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. It is EDTA. Now why this titration is done? The aim of this titration is to find out the hardness in a given sample of water. It means if you have a sample of water and it is being told to you that you have to find out the hardness. So with the help of this EDTA titration, we can efficiently find out the hardness of that solution. How much hardness, how much concentration of hardness is there in that solution. Now today we will be discussing only the method how to do the titration. In our next videos, I will be discussing about the calculation, preparation of solution and the reactions that take place. Okay, so today's video is very simple. In this we are going to see how this titration is done. Now you must have seen these glasswares in your chemistry lab. This is a burette, this is a pipette and this is a conical flask. Now what we will do? You will be given with two samples, sample A and sample B. Actually it is a double titration. What we are going to do? Sample A is a known solution and sample B is unknown solution of water. Sample A is known solution of water. Sample B is unknown solution of water. Known means we know the normality of this solution. And unknown means we don't know anything about that solution. And we have EDTA. So these three things we have. From these three things we will be doing our titration. What are the three things? Sample A, that is a known water solution given to you. Sample B is unknown water solution, and ultimately what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the strength of this sample B unknown solution. Strength means after doing the titration you will be knowing that what was the hardness present in the solution. Okay, so our aim is to find out the strength of this unknown solution, strength or you can say hardness of this unknown solution. And with the help of EDTA, EDTA is the titrant here. Okay, so with the help of this EDTA we will be finding out. Okay, now what we will do? We will be doing this titration in two steps. Now first see what is the step number 1. In step number 1, what we will do? This is the burette. We will fill this burette with EDTA solution that will be given to you. So what we will be doing? EDTA will be filled in this burette. Now with the help of this pipette could be of any, it could be of 10 cc, it could be of 20 cc, it could be of 50 cc, anything you can take. Okay, so let us take that we have taken a 20 cc pipette. Okay, now with the help of this pipette, what we will do? First of all, we will be pipetting out sample A. Okay, sample A 20 mm. So in this conical flask, with the help of this pipette, we will be pouring sample A. Okay, how much? 20 cc capacity pipette is there, so 20 cc. Now what we will be adding? We will be adding a buffer solution. Buffer solution, 10 ml buffer solution. Now what buffer here we are taking? Here we are taking a basic buffer of NH4OH and NH4Cl. So this is the basic buffer and we will be taking 10 ml buffer solution. So what we will do? Sample A, then we will add buffer solution 10 ml and one more thing we are going to add, and that is our indicator. You know that without indicators we don't do titration. So the indicator is EBT. It is Iriochrome black tea indicator. So what three things we have added here in this conical flask. Okay. Now you can ask what is the need of this buffer solution, because you might have not heard adding the buffer solution in titration. So here the buffer solution, the role of buffer solution is this EBT indicator works only at 10 pH. So to maintain that pH of 10, we are adding this buffer solution. Now let us start our titration. What we have done, we have filled this burette with EDTA. We have filled our burette with EDTA. In the conical flask, we have taken sample A, buffer solution, EBT. So this is our step 1. In step 1, what we are doing, we are titrating sample A against EDTA. Okay, this is our step 1. After doing this step, what will be known to us? We will be able to find out the concentration of EDTA. Okay, now add up to 0 cc marks EDTA solution that will be provided to you. This conical flask we have taken and added all these three things. Now just open the knob of this burette. Open the knob of this burette. Drop by drop this EDTA solution will be pouring down. Now what you have to see? Just one thing you have to see, when we have added this EBT, the color of the solution had turned wine red. Okay, what we have done? We have taken sample A, we have poured buffer solution, and as soon as we have added EBT, okay, this was water solution, means the color was transparent just like water. But when you will be adding EBT, as soon as you will be adding EBT, the solution of the color turns to a wine red solution. A violet red type of solution is formed. Okay, now we will be adding this EDTA. Drop by drop our EDTA solution is coming down, and continuously we will be shaking that conical flask. Okay, what we have to do, what will be the end point? We have to titrate it till the end when we get a blue color. Means a change of wine red to blue is the end point. In the starting, what was the color? It was wine red. Okay, now wine red is changed to which color? Wine red is changed to a blue color. So that will be the end point, and that reading we have to note down. That reading could be 10, that reading could be 15, that reading could be 20, whatever. Just note down that reading, and we have to repeat this process thrice. 3 times you have to repeat this process to get a concordant reading. So this was a step number 1. Now in step number 2, similar. There is no change in step number 2. The thing, what is changed only, in place of sample A, what we will take in step 2? We will be taking sample B in step 2. Rest of the things are same, means you will be taking 20 cc or 20 ml of sample B, you will be adding buffer solution 10 ml, then you will be adding 3 drops of EBT indicator. As soon as you will be adding 3 drops of EBT indicator, the solution will turn to wine red. Fill this burette with EDTA solution, allow this EDTA to run down drop by drop, and you have to find a change from wine red to blue color. That's that. And again you will be noting down the reading. So you will be getting 2 readings, one reading from step 1 and one reading from step 2. Now how to find out the concentration? Our aim was to find out the hardness. Why we are doing this titration? To find out the hardness of sample B. Okay, this was our ultimate aim. So by doing this titration and by getting the readings or results, we will be doing the calculations, and after doing the calculation you will get the hardness of sample B, means what amount of salts are causing hardness in that solution, you would be able to find out. Okay, so this was only the process. In our next video we will be discussing how to find out the hardness by using the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2, and we will see the chemistry behind these color changes also. Why the color is changing to wine red, then why the color is changing to blue. blue that we will be discussing. So hope with this video it will be easy for you to do the titration. In the next video we will be doing the other things. Have a nice day.